What's up, guys? Cody here, coming back at you live from the boat, guys. Today we are gonna hit the creeks. We got 60-degree water temperature. We got fall temperatures finally moving in. We're gonna get on the water, figure out where these fish are, what they're doing, what they look like, what they're reacting to, where they're living. Y'all stick around. Should be a good one, guys. Let's get to it. All right, so first on the chopping block is old Roger Reel. Now you may be asking yourself, now what exactly are y'all looking for, and how do you know if it's a crappie? Well, we're looking for suspended fish, and we'll overlay footage when we do find some. But basically, you're looking for these little blob football-looking features on the LiveScope. So as we drive, we're scanning, and you can see all the grass and stuff on the bottom. What it'll look like that right there. See that fish is just suspended right there in the middle of nowhere?
That's a big fish.
That's a big fish. What it is?
Probably a bass.
Yeah, that's probably a largemouth or a white bass. He's gonna cast down and see. But what the idea is, you just find a big floater like that. You get them within 20 to 30 feet. We typically like to keep them at like 25, but that 20 to 30 foot range, you're gonna cast out to them. And you want to do two things. You want to keep that jig above their head, and you want to keep that jig in motion. If you go below the fish or you hit the fish, it's game over. The fish is 100% gonna take off and leave you high and dry. It's a song and dance that you got to practice with. Now, guys, this is a LiveScope specific technique. So if you don't have LiveScope, I'm not sure how you would do this, honestly. So this is for the LiveScopers out there, but this is how you find big fish. This is that time of year when you could very easily break your PB or catch your PB, honestly. But that's all you're looking for, stuff like that. See that fish right there just floating? Those blobs like that are what you're going to want to do. So Roger Reel here, he's going to cast down on the first one. He's going to catch the first one. I'm going to walk you through how he's doing it. So the fish's target is acquired. See his jig falling right there, and he's going to go right over the fish. See how he goes over it, not underneath it, over it. And guys, take note that this could take 5, 6, 7, 8 casts. As this water temperature cools, the fish are going to get real lethargic. They're going to sit there. How often do we cast like 5, 6, 7 times of these things?
That's usually the norm.
Right. So if you cast once and nothing happens, you cast twice, nothing happens, it's okay. We call it sleeping, because there's been times we drag a jig across a fish and it just does not move. As you get colder and colder and colder, these fish get into this like real sleepy state. They just sit there, and you got to kind of instigate them, honestly. So let's keep cruising. Let's see if we can find another fish, and let's see if we can't seal the deal.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so see that fish floating right there at 28? That looks like a big old crappie. Let's see what happens here. Okay, and now see that big old school of shad coming in? Hopefully that thing doesn't push that fish off. And he's right on the fold of the sonar. There he is, 18. He's facing us, so that's why it's so narrow. So that's the fish right there, guys. And he kind of got narrow because he's swimming toward the transducer, but now he's kind of turned back sideways. And y'all can see, I've talked about clarity before. See how that jig and that fish look the same color? He's gonna go right over it right now. Let's cast number 2, and it was right on where it needs to be, which is perfect. So now that one didn't work.
Too fast past it.
Yep, so the jig was moving too fast. So what he did is he switched to a smaller jig that's going to float a little bit slower. He has more control over it. And this is also when one of those 10-foot, 12-foot poles would come in handy. So here we go. He's dropping over the fish right now. He's going to hover it right there over that fish's face, right there. Bing, bang, boom. So it's cast number 2. This is what I meant when I was saying these fish sometimes act like they're asleep. They'll sit there. You can cast to them 5, 6, 7 times. So here we go. It's cast number 3. And the fish is at 12 foot still, or he's at 11 foot. So floating over it now. Y'all can see it on screen. There he is. Woo! So that fish is still catchable, guys. We haven't hit the fish yet, haven't touched the fish, haven't gone underneath the fish. The jigs have stayed over it the whole time. So here we go again. I want you to watch the rhythm in his hand. I want you to watch the screen. So he's just kind of keeping that jig above the fish. He's going to pop it now just to kind of get some motion on it. Oh, he looked like he might have turned there just a little bit. He's looked at it. It looks like he's angled toward us, facing us. So the jig's coming from behind him over him. That's what it looks like to me. We won't know for sure until we watch him move. But here we go again. Cast number 5. I'm telling you, sometimes, guys, this takes 8, 9, 10 casts. Here we go. So he's going to get a little bit closer that time. Really? Still sitting there. And guys, you see how this fish looks like a football. It's just hanging out. He's just sitting there. It has all of the markings of a slab crappie. So now just got to work the problem. Got to work the fish. Here we go. Going back over it. He's going in front of it now. No reaction. No reaction. And what are you throwing right now? What jig?
That white hand tide.
All right, here we go again. And then those off to the lower left-hand corner, those are all whites rolling out. Here we go. He's going over it now. You can see the jig's right in line with the fish. Oh. Oh. That fish is stubborn. Stubborn. That's why I said sometimes it takes some casts.
Soft plastic on
yeah. So hold on. One just joined him. So a fish just joined him, which isn't always a bad thing. They made the other one move. So here we go. Let's see what happens here. He's going to bring it through both of them. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was definitely a white bass. There he goes. Oh. There's a white bass in the mix now. There's 3 of them now. I believe 2 of them are whites, and one of them's going to be, it looks like the same crappie. So here we go. So see how the jig's off a little bit? The colors are different. See, that one's still floating there. 15, guys. He's still floating there. This is, I don't want to edit much. I want to show y'all that sometimes it takes some work. All right, let me try. Huh? Let me try. Where's he at? 14 foot? All right, guys, I'm going to give it a go now. I'm going to give it a go. So there I am. Yep. I'm dropping down to it slowly. You see my jig falling on the 18-foot mark. So I'm going to lock it up right here. I'm going to go over that fish. A little too high. That's all right. Yeah, that's to show you that you don't always cast it. But you see, we cast down on that fish, what, 12 times? And it's still, he didn't ever react to it. If we're on my boat, I'd have backed up and we'd have retried again, because I guarantee you we could get that joker to commit. But we're going to keep looking for other fish. So that's basically what you're doing. You're looking for those fish, dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, antagonizing them, setting the hook. Let's keep looking for more. All right, there you go. Oh yeah, I watched your rod tip on that one, sir. There you go.
Get your butt in the boat.
There you go, sir. And what he's done, guys, is look, he's pushed that one fish off. So I'm gonna hang this right. Oh, see how he turned for me? Oh yeah, look at that thing. Bloop. So there's a fish right there, guys, sitting right at 11 foot. I'm gonna try to drop on it right here. Cause what are you throwing? Let me see what you got. Slab syndicate?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Man, let's see, that current might make me short. Yep. So I'm a touch short, and you're right over it. Yep, 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 yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey.
He wanted to play.
He did. There you go, guys. There you go. Well, okay, well. So we had those couple in that brush pile, then we turned the scope, literally, physically turned it, just like that. Turned it left, and there's other brush. So then we just dropped down on that fish on top of the stick right there, and we caught him. The ones that we're finding suspended, they're being very picky, which is very normal. So we're hitting both. And like I've said in several videos before, if you come across a pile and there's fish on it, don't pass it, guys. Hit it. That's what we're doing. We found some more fish, so we're just dropping down to them to see what they are. Let's keep going. Ooh, looks like
not a big one.
What's that?
Not a very big one, but there's one laying at the top of that point.
Yep. That's the fish he's talking about, guys. Y'all can see it moving around. So there I am, dropping down at 22 feet. Let's see if I can finally tighten the line on the old 10-foot Pro SE here. The old rods and reels are going to beat me to the pile. Let's see which one he fancies more. Ooh, ooh. He's coming with me.
He is.
He's coming with me, guys. I'm just going to keep steadily rolling.
Oh, you had that fish, didn't you?
He tickled it. He lipped it. So now he's turned into a floater. So what we'll do now, guys, is we'll sit here and stop. We'll see, okay, what's he going to do? Is he going to stay suspended, or is he going to push back to the pile? Because sometimes this time of year, these fish will get out there and they'll just stop and hang out. Looks like he's going to push back to the pile, though. So we're just going to watch. So, yep, he went back to that fork. So he went back to his little stronghold. So let me cast out to him real quick. He's at 15 foot.
He's a good fish. I'm going to kick left.
Oh, man. Well.
I'll hold you on there. I'll keep you on there.
He just pushed off. Maybe.
There's another one in there.
Cast down to that one over there. I took my split shot off, and I might. Oh, see, he heard the splash. Guys, did y'all see that? I want to talk about that real quick. If you saw when he cast just now, you saw how right when his jig hit the top of the water, that fish ducked and dove and took off. That's another very vital piece of information for y'all. In our opinion, these fish can hear that on a flat, calm like this. I mean, look at the water. It's dang near glass. On a flat, calm day like this, that jig hits the water, then fish hear it. That's what they do. They spook off. So if you can float your jig over there and set it very quietly, you can. How I do that is I pitch. I'll pitch it, and I'll pitch it right above the water's surface, and then bloop, it just kind of quietly goes in. But that's just to show you, fish are getting smarter, man. Technology's advancing, and so are the fish's brains. So we're gonna keep cruising, looking for some more.
One right there.
Oh, in the knot.
Right there.
Oh, I see him. Yep, right there. 11, 12 feet, whatever that is.
He should be a winner right there on that drop.
All right, there we go.
Right.
Oh yeah, there you go. 15 foot. Right over his face. Fish is coming out, guys. It's like my dad wrote the manual on it. let me try now. Let me try. Did he lip it or did he just?
He touched it.
Dangerous situation.
He's down here now. See him?
Bad cast. Let me read
right
that.
there. He's just hovering right above that.
So he's at 18 foot,
right
guys. So I'm gonna cast a little bit farther than I need to because I want to get on line and then drag it across him. So point to my jig real quick. That's my jig. That's the fish, and this is the song and dance to get it done. So what I'm gonna do is stop it right in line with him, skirt like that, get all the slack out of my line, and now I'm gonna just pull it through him.
Gotta drop it.
Yep,
Above him.
I see it. I see it.
There's another one smaller, but
well, I caught the tree. No. So I caught the tree. I'm gonna let it off. I'm just gonna sit here while he fishes for this fish. While he drops on this fish, rather. All right, 20 foot out. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
come over top of that
Come over
tree.
top of that. Yep, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come over that tree. I'm coming through that little bait ball right now, guys, and I'm just gonna plumb it right on this dude's face. Scoot.
Whoa, get that
Oh,
Oh, drop it again.
oh.
Okay, hold it.
Oh, it was in
Dude,
his
that was a
mouth.
big fish.
I think it was a bass. It was in his mouth.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go get that.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. So the good news is we didn't hit that suspended fish
That
right there.
one's still coming. He came back in there.
Yeah,
Okay,
so here we
go
go.
for that one right there.
Yep, here we go, guys. Dropping it right on him.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
There he goes.
He
Got it.
that fish.
Oh, that's a dandy.
That's a good fish.
There we go. Well, he's all right.
Keeper.
Yep, there we go. See, I still got it too. Oh man, that's good. That's great. He'd go on the dinner plate for sure. All right. See you later.
Throw it in there
He's
again.
still in there.
Yeah,
That floater's still there. So
Throw that joke
yeah, we still haven't caught the floater we originally
There's
stopped
one
for.
there, there's one there, there's one there. There's three. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Make it short.
Yeah, I am sure. Oh,
Oh, here he comes. Dude, he came out of that brush
he
pile.
did. He came out.
This is active.
Yeah, these are active, that's not common for this time of year, honestly. All right,
You
same
can start
thing.
with that one.
Yep, here we go. I'm gonna drop it in his face. Let's see.
Here it comes.
Comes across, guys. He come across. I picked up the other one now. Here we go. Dad, look at the screen.
You got 'em all covered.
They're all coming with me. So guys, I'm just gonna slowly
going.
keep reeling it. That's all you gotta do. Keep reeling it, and you gotta let them decide.
back.
He's still following me, guys. You just gotta let the fish decide. Is he gonna eat? Is he gonna leave? Is he gonna eat? Is he gonna leave? And you see, he's still following me. Tells me he's probably a younger fish, but he's definitely catchable. All right, let's get out of there. Well, you saw how that worked there. So we saw the fish, we dropped down to him. Now, that one lipped my dad's jig and it kind of turned into a floater. Then it pushed back to the pile. Now, after like our 6th cast, you saw how they pushed off the tree and they moved on out. That's what is very common this time of year too. In the summertime, they're more apt to just kind of hug. They'll go out and then they'll come back, then they'll go out and come back. This time of year, they're kind of just, they're on the move. They're gonna be like, all right, let's just move. So we're gonna push up, find another spot, and see if we can find some more suspended fish, not on brush piles. You are on its face, sir. Oh. He might, oh. Come on with it, Roger Reed.
That's a good fish.
Set the hook.
That's a good fish. Jeez.
There you go. We can get some pictures of that one.
Finally worked out. She came across that tree.
16. Well, yeah, what happened? We watched it, but tell us what your view was.
Just came across the stick and he finally looked at it and I just kept reeling upward.
Yeah, perfect.
Kept reeling upward and he said, yeah, I'm gonna eat that.
All right. Sorry, guys, had to get some thumbnails. Here, take your fish, sir. Oh, all right. I had to get some thumbnails. He gave it to me, but there you go. He read the script, as he says. All right, guys, hope y'all enjoyed that one. Got on some roamers, one specifically that I showed you, and then we got on some brush pile fish. So what do you think? Where do you think they are right now? What's your best advice right now?
It's just that time of year where they're hard for me to catch. I think they're hard for everybody to catch.
Yeah.
You just got to cover a lot of water.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of water today, and
We have.
they're still on standing timber in this lake.
Yeah. So they're starting to push off. We got little onesies and twosies that are standalone, just suspended, doing their own thing, but they're still moving real fast. So that tells me that they're not ready to commit to just sitting still yet. There are some, but there's still some on the brush piles. It is kind of tricky this year, won't lie to you. We didn't deck flip a 3-man limit today, as y'all know what we did. We found a bunch, we caught a couple, and I showed y'all some new techniques that you can use in waters around your lake. Hey guys, shout out to Native Angler Apparel for keeping me warm today. Oh yeah, I got beanies, fishing shirts, gloves, everything you could think of. Check them out at nativeanglerapparel.com. Deck flipped all of them today with my Outlaw crappie poles. Today I primarily use my 7'2" 2-piece Outlaw crappie pole. Y'all can check them out at fishoutlaw.com or hit a local fishing show near you coming up in 2025. We're gonna corner the market this year. We're gonna hit a bunch of shows. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out this playlist, and we'll catch you on the next one. Don't stop the dangle. Peace.